The Gitxsan are a will not us. Do you know what will not us means? It's family. We are family. And that is what they should remember. That when they see somebody, that's their family. The Gitxsan. When you see somebody in tears, Gitxsan, Taltan, with Sutan, that's your family. Whatever race they are, that's your family, you know. But your closer family are the First Nations. If you could harness this knowledge, this particular, it's the love of your family. That is what they should be taught. You see, my mother said, when you're speaking in public and you're speaking to a crowd who are mostly all white-haired, they're your children, she said to me. They are your children. And at that time, the elders were way older than me at that time. And I thought, how could they be my children when they're about 5 times older than me? But I understand now that they are my children. And I say that when you have authority as a chief, you do not abuse that authority. You do not set up things so that things will fall in your lap. You don't. You have to be fair. You don't manipulate, you know. But you have to be fair and kind and loving. And that's what I practice. There's also an opposite to that. And that is fighting, you know, fighting for your right. You see, my goal is to get justice for our people. That's my goal. And justice includes all those things that I just mentioned, love and everything. And when you look at Canada, and I've said this to the government, where our people are in jail on reserves, how can you have reconciliation when you are still practicing the discrimination against our people? And you can't say, no, we're not discriminating. Well, what are the people doing on reserves? They're in jail. There's going to be no reconciliation. How can there be when they are not going to admit the wrongs that they have done? They expect us to reconcile ourselves with them. You see, they want us to reconcile our existence with their sovereignty. In other words, they want us to recognize their sovereignty. They'll get away with everything that they have done to us. Because reconciliation is forgiveness. I cannot forgive a people, you know. I cannot forgive a people who have killed our people. Killed our people in the millions. I just can't. They said you have to reconcile yourself to the sovereignty of the government and become one of them. If we accept consultation, that is what's going to happen. because we're not equal with them. If they think they can't do it, they can. They can do it. A sovereign nation can be in Canada. It can. And they'll recognize each other's. But how do you do that when all of Canada is Indian land? It should be the other way around. We should be the government, and they, as visitors, they'll be citizens, our citizens. You see, this is what I fight for, because there's too much injustice in this world, and that's why I say I can't forgive the government. So I was quite angry the last meeting, because one of them asked me. He asked me, Norman, what are you going to do? The land use plan, how are you going to use the land? He said. And I said, no white man. I was a little bit angry. No white man is going to tell me what I'm going to do on my land, I said. People turned around. Well, it was a break, You see, what I said to you earlier, that's an example of what I mean about me fighting. It's fighting for injustice.